And can you give us the tip?
Do the ones that are easier for you first and then move to the harder ones.
The harder ones. What's one of the hardest ones for you? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
Oh, good job, buddy. I'm proud of you. Way to go. Okay, friends, I've got lots of announcements today. First of all, the September Box Top winners. Let's see. We've got Mrs. Walther, Mrs. Cully, Mrs. Hart, Mrs. Warner, and Mrs. Hellman are the big winners for September. Also, congratulations for the following classes for bringing in the Kroger community receipts for every person in their class. That was Mrs. Rennie, Mrs. Hitch, Mrs. Callahan, Mrs. Hart, and Mrs. Martin. And Mrs. Martin won an extra recess because they brought all of theirs in first. So congratulations. We have Hip Hop Enrichment has a makeup class today. So if you are doing that with Mrs. Molyneux, stay after school. And then we have a nice memorial wall that Mr. F. has created outside of the art room by our Life Skills bulletin board, and that's a memorial wall in honor of Mrs. Zapps. So if you would like to write a nice little sweet note to Mrs. Zapps' family, maybe something that you just remember about her, we have a piece of paper up, a big piece of butcher paper. So bring a marker or a pen or a pencil, a crayon, draw a picture, something sweet that we can take to the Zapps family. I know they would like that. This week is Fall Safety Week, which means we always do an earthquake drill. So we're going to practice that right now. So you two are going to be our models. Okay, Parker, can you help me out here? So if you remember, do you remember what we do in earthquake drills?
You go under your table.
You go under your table. So everybody right now, stop what you're doing. Stand up. Go under your desk. And hold on to a leg of that table or desk that you are underneath. Okay? So you guys back here, maybe you could practice tomorrow, or when you get back into your room, maybe you can practice. All right, broadcasters, come on back up. And camera operator, why don't you fix the camera for us? So remember, in an earthquake, you're going to feel the ground shift a little bit and shake. You're going to just go underneath your table, and hopefully that table will be strong enough to help support. If anything was to fall, it would keep you safe. So that's what we do in an earthquake drill. That's all from me, boys and girls. I hope you have a wonderful Monday.
Celebrating birthdays over the weekend are Samantha Bro, Cora Lammers, Isabel McCullough, Wyatt Thayer, Cameron Hamilton, Graham Miller, Aiden Harrison, Ethan Howe, Mason Wolf, and Kira Rettman.
We will now have a life skill presentation.
This week's life skill is integrity.
Initiative means doing something that needs to be done without being told.
Leaders take initiative every day.
They pay attention to problems and act to solve them.
People who take initiative see work that needs to be done and they do it.
Thank you for watching today's news broadcast, and have a miraculous Monday.